Good morning, children.
Good morning, Mr. Reed.
And you may be seated. Actually, Colton, would you come sit right here next to me, please? Thank you. So this morning we're going to have a spelling lesson. Does that sound like it would be fun?
Yes.
Yes, it's good to know how to spell because then we can write words and make sure that the people who are reading the words that we write understand what we've written. Does that sound like a good idea, Jackson?
Yeah.
Yes. So we will write some words and then we'll write some sentences too. Okay. Carson. Very good. All right, would you number your papers from 1 to 6, please? 1 to 6. And put your pencils down when you finish so I can tell that you're ready to spell the first word. Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, is everybody ready? We've numbered our papers from 1 to 6. All right, now, when we spell a word, I'm going to tell you a sound, and then all together you can tell me the letter that spells it. Okay? All right. Now, sometimes we'll have a 2-vowel word. So, for instance, if I had the word like, I might say ol, and what would you say?
L.
And then I would say I, and what would you say? I. And do we know that that's I with another vowel? I with another vowel says I. But would we write that other vowel right then? When would we write it?
At the end.
At the end. And what vowel do you think, what changing letter do you think we might call it?
E.
E and E at the end, because we want to make the I say I. Is that right? All right, so we'll have to remember to say the E at the end, because it doesn't say anything, does it?
No.
And we don't want to leave it out, do we?
No.
That wouldn't be very nice, would it? No. All right, are you ready for the first word?
Yes.
All right, here we go. So you may pick up your pencils.
N.
I.
The vowel says I.
N.
N.
And what do we need to remember?
I add an E.
Add an E. And the word is mine. Mine. Very good. All right. Are you ready for number 2?
Yeah.
And number 2 is the word safe.
Say.
Sa.
S.
A.
With another vowel says A.
Fa.
F.
And what do we need to remember?
Add an E. Add an E.
Add an E. And let's say the word together. You ready? Safe. Safe. All right. Number 3 is take. Take. Ta.
T.
A.
With another vowel says A.
Ka.
K.
And what do we need to remember?
I
Add an E, that's right. You already added your E. Very good. You didn't forget. All right, and let's say the word together. You ready? The word is take. Can we say that together? Take. Very good. Number 4. Now, would we say I take a pencil?
Yes.
Is that okay? I take my turn? But if I was talking about Jackson, would I say he take a turn?
No.
No. What would I say?
Take.
Takes. Takes. So number 4 is the word takes. Say it with me. Takes. Ta.
T.
A.
A with another vowel says A.
Very good. Ka.
K.
Just K. What do I need to remember?
E.
Add the E. Now, so far, that's the same word that I spelled for number 3, isn't it? I take, but he takes. So what do I need to add to make it takes?
S.
I need a sa, S. Very good. So let's put our S on. So can you say with me, I take, he takes. Is that right, Gabby?
Yes.
Very good. All right. Number 5 is, and number 5 has a blend in it. Can anybody tell me what a blend is? Let's see, Addison.
A blend is 2 words together.
2 letters that make how many sounds? Ethan?
Blah.
Blah. And how many sounds did you hear of blah? Just one sound, didn't you? Right? So it's 2 letters that blend together, don't they? All right, kind of like if you took eggs and flour and sugar and maybe some other yummy things,
And they blend.
you could make cake. Would that be a good blend? That's one of my favorite blends too. All right, so let's see if we can listen for the blend. Are you ready? Number 5 is the word taste. Say it with me. Taste. Ta.
T.
A.
A with another vowel says A.
Sta.
S.
How do we spell the blend? Sta. Very good. S-T.
S-T.
Can you all say with me? How do we spell sta? S-T. But we still have to remember something, don't we, Colton?
E.
An E. And the word is taste.
Taste.
Okay? And the last word, are you ready? Is the word feel. Feel. Fa. E.
With another vowel says E.
And if it's E with another vowel, where do we usually put the next vowel?
Next to it.
Right next to it. So it's E and then another E. Duh. I'm sorry. Ol. Feel. Ol.
L.
L. Very good. Can you say that word with me?
F.
Feel. Feel. Can we spell that word together? Are you ready? F. E. E. L. Feel.
Feel.
Very good. All right, now let's turn our papers over because I'm going to dictate some sentences. Now, when I write a sentence, there are a couple things I need to remember. Can anybody tell me the first thing I need to remember when I write a sentence? Catherine. What would I start with when I write a sentence? It begins with what kind of a letter?
Capital.
A capital letter. Okay, because that tells me I'm beginning a sentence. But then, Devin, when I'm finished telling something, what do I have to put at the end of the sentence?
Period.
A period. And do you remember what a period tells me?
You made a dot.
You make a dot. That's how we make it. Yes.
It tells you that you're done with the sentence.
That's right. I'm finished telling, so I'm finished with the sentence, so I'm going to put a period. All right? So first thing I'm going to do is read the whole sentence to you, and then I would like you to repeat the sentence with me, and then we'll write the sentence. Does that sound good? Are you ready? All right. The first sentence is, I see the rose. I see the rose. The first word is I.
I
How do I spell that? Ah, there's the word I was looking for, capital I. And then we need to leave a little bit of a space, don't we?
Yeah.
All right. And then we're going to spell the word see, sa, e. E with another vowel says E. So how do I spell that? S-E-E. And then another space.
Another space.
You ready? The. How do we spell the? T-H-E says the. And let's leave one more space, and here's our last word. The word is rose. Say it with me. Rose. O.
With another vowel.
Says O. Sa. And what do I need to remember? To add that E. And one more thing now that I need to remember. A period, because I'm finished telling. Now let's look at that last word that we wrote. Let's see. Yes.
I forgot what the last one is.
What the last word is? It's rose. O. Sa. And then remember an E at the end. Very good. Okay, and let's look at that word. It says rose. What does that S say in that word? Can you hear it? It has a light Z sound, doesn't it? So sometimes if we hear a light Z sound, we'll know we could spell it with an S. All right? Okay, let's skip down to the next line, and we're ready for our next sentence. Yes?
I forgot the one next to the rose.
The one right before rose
Yeah.
is the. Do you remember how to spell the?
T-H.
T-H-E spells the.
The.
That's right. T-H-E. Okay? All right. Now, Jackson, I want you to watch very carefully how I write the next word. All right? And then you tell me if I'm doing a good job. Can you do that for me? All right. So here's the next sentence. Are you ready for it? Joe sees the rose. Say it with me. Joe sees the rose. Okay, now Jackson, you ready? I'm going to write the first word. The first word is Joe.
Joe.
Ja.
J.
What do you think, Jackson? Am I doing a good job?
No,
Why not?
because you're not holding it the right way, the pencil.
I'm not holding my pencil correctly. Does that matter?
Yes.
Yes, it does matter. Why does it matter, Jackson?
So you could write better.
So I can write better. If you look at my paper, which letter is neater? This one or this one?
The I.
The I is neater. And that's because I was holding my pencil correctly. So Jackson, could you remind me how to hold my pencil correctly?
Like this.
Like that, very good. And so if I take my hand and I put the pencil across my tall finger, like this, and then I just bring my, whoops, without dropping it, my pointer finger, and I did it again, it has the eraser on it. Let's try one without any eraser, or I'll just take the eraser off. So if I bring my pointer finger and my thumb together, then I'm kind of holding it like a crab would hold a pencil. Is that right? And that allows me to control it nicely, doesn't it? So that's a good thing to learn. You've already learned that in kindergarten, haven't you? I can tell because you're holding your pencil correctly and in first grade. But it's very important as you get older and you start writing more. So it's important to remember to hold the pencil. How about, Carson, if I hold it like this?
No.
Why not?
Because you won't be able to write good.
Because my hand is too far back, isn't it? What if I hold it like this?
Too far up.
Too far up? How about that? Is that okay? Should I squeeze it really, really hard?
No.
Why not?
Because you'll break the pencil.
I might break the pencil. And plus, would that make my hand tired?
Yeah.
It would. So I'll just hold it carefully, just like this. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
So now I need to repeat the sentence because I've forgotten the sentence. Are you ready? Joe sees the rose. Say it with me. Joe sees the rose. We have Ja.
J.
O
O. With another vowel.
says O. And what's that other vowel?
E.
Joe. And then I need to make a space.
Space.
Do you remember the next word?
The.
Almost. Joe
The.
sees. So you ready? Sa, E, E with another vowel.
E.
And how do I spell E?
E. Another E.
E, that's right. Sa, another S, that's right. Joe sees. Do you remember the next word?
A rose. The.
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 And how do I spell the?
T-H-E.
T-H-E. Says the. Yes. Yes, you may. Would you use this door, please? Thank you. Okay. All right. Joe sees the rose.
R.
O.
O. Not vowel says O.
Sa.
S.
And what do I need to remember?
E.
E. Very good.
And then a period.
And I finished telling, so Jackson, what do I need?
A period.
A period. Very good. All right, are you ready to write the next sentence?
Yeah.
Okay. Here it is. I like the rose. I like the rose. I,
A capital I.
capital I,
Capital I.
and then we'll leave a space, and we have the word like. O,
L.
I,
I.
I with another vowel says I. Ka,
K.
and now I need to remember
E.
E. I like,
Like.
leave a space, and here's our friend again, the. T-H-E says the. Rose. Can we spell rose by ourselves? Let's see if we can do it.
I can.
Will you spell it for me? R O S E.
And then period.
And a period because I'm finished telling.
I always look at this.
That's right. That's how I knew that we could probably spell it on our own, is that we already have spelled it twice, haven't we? Yes. Did it change? No. Do you think it will change?
No.
No? So once we know how to spell rose, we'll always know how to spell rose. Isn't that nice? All right. Now let me ask you another question. Ethan, if I make a mistake, should I erase it?
No.
Why not?
You could cross it out.
Let's,
You cross it out
and then do what?
and put another one.
And just start over again. Is that better than erasing it?
Yes.
Yes,
That's
right.
what I do.
I think that's great. I love that. And I don't mind seeing a few mistakes on a paper because guess what that tells me?
What?
It tells me you're learning. And what are we supposed to do at school?
Learn.
Learn. Are we supposed to be perfect at school?
No.
We're supposed to
Learn.
learn. And when we learn, do we sometimes make mistakes?
Yes.
Yes. And is it okay to make a mistake? Yes. So we don't need to erase it. We don't need to cover it. We just need to learn from it. Is that right? So we'll just mark it and then move on. All right, here's our next sentence. Are you ready?
Yes.
Jane likes the rose.
Jane likes the rose.
Here we go with Jane. Ja.
J.
What kind of, very good. Capital J. A.
A. Another vowel says A.
Hmm.
M.
And what do I need to remember?
E.
Jane. Leave a space.
Space.
The next word is likes.
Likes.
Likes. O.
L.
I.
K.
I with another vowel says I. Ka.
K.
What do I need to remember?
E.
Now, would I say Jane like the rose? What would I say? Jane likes. So what do I need to add, Gabby?
S.
An S. Jane likes, so I add an S.
In a pyramid.
Not quite yet because I have Jane likes What comes
The
next?
road.
The. How will I spell the, Catherine?
T-H-E.
T-H-E spells the.
H-E.
And then one more space because Jane likes the rose. Let's spell rose together. R. O.
O with the not about this. O.
Sa.
S.
And I need to remember
Period.
E and then a period that says that I'm finished telling. Very good. All right, here's the next sentence. I take the rose. I take the rose. Are you ready? I.
Capital I.
And we'll leave a space. Take.
Take.
Ta.
T.
A.
A.
With another vowel.
Another vowel.
Says A. Ka.
K.
And I need to remember my
E.
E. I take. And remember your E. The. Let's see, Gabby, will you remind me how to spell the? Very good. T-H-E says the. I take the. And do you remember what I take? Would you spell that for me? Very nice. And now I need what, Carson? A period. Very good. All right, are we ready? And here's the last sentence. Yes, sir.
I haven't finished.
Okay.
Me too.
What? Would you like me to repeat a word for you? Which word? The last one?
I'm on
The, and that's rose. Rose. Yes, sir.
I'm stuck.
Okay, would you tell me where you are, please?
I'm on T-A-K.
T-H-E says the, and now we need rose. Are you ready? O. Sa. And what do we remember to put at the end of that word? An E. And then a period to say that I'm finished telling. All right. Are you ready for the last sentence?
Yes.
Here it is.
Rose.
Joe takes the rose. Joe takes the rose. Joe. Ja.
J.
What kind of a J? Capital J. O.
O.
O with another vowel says O. And what do I need to put? Have to add that E. That's the other vowel. Joe. And let's leave a space. Are you ready? Takes. Ta.
T.
A.
A with the not about says A.
Ka.
K.
And what do I need to remember?
E.
And would I say Joe take or Joe takes?
Joe take.
Takes. Let's add an S. So Joe takes. Yes, Ethan.
I'm still on the second word.
And takes. Very good. So ta. A. Ka. And remember, how do we make the A say A? Right, and we'll say Joe takes, so we need another sa. Joe takes. Okay. The. Aiden, can you remind me how to spell the, please?
The.
And how do you spell that?
D.
What letters spell that? T. E. Very good. So let's write that together. T. H. E. The.
The.
And the last word is
Rose.
rose. R. O.
O with the not about says O.
Sa.
S.
And what do I need to remember?
E with another
E. And then a period. Very good. Yes. The last word, it's rose. Are you ready?
R.
Let's let her do it. O. Sa. And don't forget, how do we make that O say O? Add an E, that's right. And I'm finished telling, so I should put a period. Very good. All right. And so that's the end of our lesson. Did you enjoy your spelling lesson?
Yes.
Very good. So students in your desks, please leave the paper that you were writing on your spelling on your desk, and then you can gather your seat work, and then we'll dismiss you through the door over here. And those of you who are sitting at the table, could you come stand over here and come thank me for the lesson? And push in your chairs, please. And you can stand and push in your chairs, too.
Take a picture.
No, leave your papers, please. You can take your pencils, though, if they're your pencils, yes. You're welcome, Torrent. Can you remember how to spell rose for me? Very good. You're welcome. Did you enjoy? Yes. Did you enjoy the lesson? I did, too.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Jackson. Thank you for helping me hold my pencil correctly. You're welcome, Gabby. Did you enjoy it? All right, very good. You're welcome, Colton. Did you enjoy your lesson? Which word did you like the best that we spelled? Joe. I like that one too. So, oh good. I'm glad you came too. Thank you for participating. Say thank you for the lesson. You're welcome.
I like that. I like that.
You like that? Yeah, that's my microphone.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And actually now, students, because we don't have time for everybody to come to the table, if you'd like, you can just line up. Thank you for coming, and then you can be dismissed. So, Leah, thank you for coming in.